Working example number 2, multiply mixed numbers using a rule. So estimate and calculate 4.5 times 2 1/3, write the product in lowest terms. So we're being asked to estimate and calculate, so there's going to be 2 different steps involved in this question. So we're going to start with estimating. Take your first number, 4.5. That is close to the number 5, so we'll estimate it to be 5. 2 1/3 I'm going to say is close to the number 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. So we're saying then that 4.5 times 2 1/3 is approximately equal to 10. So the estimation process is pretty quick and easy. Just go with a whole number that's close to the fraction that you've been given, and then multiply those numbers to get an approximate answer. So that's the easy part. The calculate is a little more involved. So we can write the mixed numbers as improper fractions, and there's multiple ways to go about doing this process, but let's start with 4.5, because that's the first number here. So 4.5, the number 4 represents 4 wholes, and if 2 is your common denominator, then a whole with a denominator of 2 is going to be 2 over 2. So you've got 4 of those, so 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes plus the half. Then if you add them all up, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It becomes 9 over 2. You can do it that way, or in my mind it's easier to say 2 times 4 is 8 and then add 1. So you do a multiplication there and then you do an adding there. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9, boom, done, 9 over 2. So that's your improper fraction for 4.5. For 2 1/3, again, if you've got 2 wholes and you're talking in terms of thirds, then 1 whole is 3 over 3, so then you've got 2 of those plus the third. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Again, you can use my preferred technique. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so it becomes 7 over 3. So now your original question here becomes this version now. It's the same thing, 9/2 times 7/3. At that point, multiply the tops, 9 times 7, and the bottom, 2 times 3. Well, 9 times 7 is 63, 2 times 3 is 6. You've got a common factor of 3 in the top and the bottom. So you can divide 63 divided by 3 gives you 21. 6 divided by 3 gives you 2. You don't necessarily have to do this step first. You could convert it into a mixed number first and then reduce your fraction. Either way works. So in this case, 2 goes into 21 10 times. That's 20 with 1 remainder. So this becomes 10 1/2. And that's your solution. If you convert it to a mixed number first, 6 goes into 63 10 times. So it's the same whole number. And then you've got 3/6 left, which might be a little bit simpler to reduce down to 1/2. But 10 1/2 is going to be your answer. So that's the process. You can do some estimating, then you can do some calculating. And that means what's left is another show you know. Give it a go.